Shalom. I want to begin this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. It's the brother Tazayar, and I'm back with another lesson. I want to entitle this lesson, Elect Men Will Be the Prize, because that's facts. You know, in the time that we're in, the days that are up ahead real soon, Jacob's trouble, the elect men are the only men that are going to receive a covering from our Lord, you know, divine intervention, spiritual power. And these women, the very few elect women that are going to receive mercy from the Lord, are going to need protection from the elect men. And once all hell is breaking loose, you're going to see who the Lord is dealing with. You're going to see who the Lord is divinely protecting. And these women are going to flock to those men, you know, like goddamn, you know, like a magnet. So let's get that in Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And not just any man, an elect man of Israel, you know, elect men of Israel. And gold, you know, gold is precious. This is a very a very deep precept, because gold, you see how valuable gold is. Now imagine a man, how much more valuable a man's going to be in those days when society completely collapses. Mad Max, you know, you see these movies and it's going to soon become a reality. And these proud ass women are going to get a reality check. These jealous ass women that say, you know, they want their man all to themselves. Hey, in the time of lawlessness, hey, they ain't gonna mind. They're not gonna mind sharing at all. And let's get Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a rock in a weary land. So you know, the elect men are going to be hedges of protection to these women. And that's the way, you know, that's the way the Lord designed it. We're not going to be all trying to have, like, you know how some people misunderstand us, thinking we're going to hoard women. Nah, it ain't like that. We're going to put them in order, you know, put them in order and protect them, you know, from all hell that's going to happen, you know, from the plagues, the demons. So the next precept I had was Isaiah 4 and 1. It reads, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. So yeah, they ain't gonna be picky in that day. You know, in that day they're gonna be desperate for men. And as it is, I believe the statistics is it is 7 women to every one man, you know, and like in the global population. So there's definitely a lot more women than there is men, and a lot of men are getting ready to die. You know, the Lord is gonna take out a lot of men. So a lot of these proud ass women are gonna be left to fend for themselves. And let's get an example of that in 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 33. It reads, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. You see that? So yeah, there's gonna be a shortage of men, and as there already is a shortage of men for these women. Men are waking up to these women's bullshit. They're realizing they really do need a man, you know, especially in these days up ahead. These females are losing their jobs. The Lord is humbling them, and it's only gonna amplify, man. The Lord is gonna fucking put these women in their place. And if they want to receive salvation, they're gonna take heed and humble themselves, you know. And let's get 2nd Esdras 16 and 34. The next precept, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. And that's that World War III. You know, there's going to be a draft. There's going to be a military draft. And a lot of these wicked-ass 2/3, they're going to die in the valley of Yehoshaphat in the Middle East, you know? They ain't coming back. Once you get drafted to that World War III, you ain't coming back. But, hey, just because you made it, like let's say you somehow magically escaped the draft, hey, America's going to get fucking plagued. You know, famine, death and destruction. 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. So there's no escaping the Lord's wrath, man. That's why we need to have our house in order. Get in that spiritual ark, man. The fact that we still have this truth, keep pushing forward. Because Esau is gonna get ready to test that faith, you know, test that chin. And we really have to be about this. It is a spiritual battle, and it's gonna get physical real soon. But the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of what's that precept? Of prophecy. He didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of prophecy. We understand these things that we're going to go through, but we also understand that we have the victory. Let's get Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So that's how the elect men are going to be stable, because we understand. We know what time it is. We know exactly what time it is. Our forefathers prophesied about this thousands of years ago. And we woke up in these last days. We got this beautiful, marvelous light. We got this breath of life. And we're pushing this word. And we're going to be stable. The Lord is going to give us a spirit of stability while everybody else is freaking out, because it's going to get real bad out here. Like in my day-to-day life, I observe people and I'm like, damn, these people have no fucking clue. And I thank the Lord that I do. And I pray that he doesn't take the spirit from me. But yeah, it's scary but exciting times, very exciting times, because every day is another day closer to the kingdom, man. So this is another precept, Job, how the Lord is going to cover his elect. Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. So the Lord is going to have our back. You know, our labor was not going to be in vain. We stood boldly for our power, and he's going to come through for us, and we have faith in that. We have faith in that. And we get comfort through these scriptures. And these women is just a bonus. Obviously, we love women. You know, women are, if they weren't so freaking proud and bugged out, women are beautiful, you know. And that's just a plus, you know, that the Lord is going to come through for us. So verse 21, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. You see that? We're going to be chilling. And we see the destruction coming. You see everything that's prophecies popping out of the book, man. Didn't America just bomb Yemen, if I'm not mistaken? And Israel is bombing all these other countries. It's all that war, man. All that war in the air. And here, they're getting ready to crash the system, man. All these companies are going bankrupt. They're getting ready to crash the system, and that charagma is going to be mandated. And that's when the real hour of temptation tempts the whole world, you know. We're all going to get tempted. We're all going to get tried. The Lord is going to try you. And we better be ready. We better pray that we're rooted enough not to fold and bow the knee to Esau. Job 5:22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. And that's just more confirmation that the Lord is going to protect his elect, you know, beginning with the 144,000 and down to the multitude, the large multitude. But the Lord is going to protect his elect, you know. So we have nothing to fear. And this is just, you know, more confirmation that the Lord is dealing with his people, his elect, and we're almost out of here. So I hope this quick lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect On to the next lesson. Shalom.